Swadika.
Swadika.
Hey guys, so sorry we haven't kept you update. It's been a pretty busy week, obviously, since Raquel got here. So I was just kind of like, there's not really a little time to blog. There's many times when we were like, oh, we'll blog tonight, and then we got home, we're like, no, or like we just forgot. Yeah. So sorry about that. But okay, recap. So Sunday was the day that Raquel came. It was the day that I was saying bye to everybody, and one of the when did we pick you up around? Like 11?
Like 12.
Yeah, 12.
11 or 12.
And I thought I was going to find a Songtao to get to the airport, but Cherry, one of the Thai roommates, offered to drive me to the airport and also pick Raquel up and take her back. And we got to go on a little bit of a tour, through CMU.
See some campus.
Yeah, it was really beautiful. So we went back, and then we had lunch with a few people, and Jessica, Trexie, Cherry, and a couple others at Penny's, which is the best place ever. And Raquel tried khao soi for the first time, which
it was pretty good. My first Thai food experience.
It was delicious. I mean, I think it's delicious, so it's my favorite food. And then after lunch, So I want to take Raquel to some temples. So we went to Wat Doi Suthep, which is the temple on the mountain. And Phone, another Thai roommate, offered to drive us up and down to Wat Doi Suthep, which is really nice because we were able to stop along the way and see the view and get more pictures with the temple. And then we also went hiking with Phone. We went up a waterfall, like to the side, and went to the top of it, and it was really beautiful. It was a gorgeous view, and it was just relaxing. I hope you liked it.
It was a good first day, and I wasn't even jet lagged, so that was a miracle.
Yeah. And then I think you took a nap after.
Okay,
right?
I took a little nap.
No, she did pretty good. Pretty good the whole week. So you did a little nap, and then we went to the walking street, which was maybe overwhelming. It was a lot. That's okay. And then
a lot to buy.
Yeah. So that was all Sunday. She did pretty good.
Yeah, it was a long day Sunday, but it was good. So then Monday, we got up in the morning. We went to this cute little coffee place called the Fashion Cafe. So right down the street from where Sophia's dorm was. So we went in and got, we got an almond latte and a hazelnut latte.
Yeah. Oh,
it was delicious.
So like what, $1.50?
$1.50.
Well, I can't say $1.50.
But anyways, the baht. A lot of baht to the dollar, 30 baht to the dollar, something like that. But we walked down and we got some street food for breakfast. So we actually had pork on a stick with sticky rice, which I thought was an interesting breakfast, but it was actually delicious. So we got pork on a stick and sticky rice, and then we had fresh mango, fresh pineapple, this rose apple. And then we stopped at the bakery and we got a bunch of treats. Now, it was more like cookies and desserts, but it was good. So we had that with our lattes in the morning, and just got to enjoy the peaceful, quiet morning of Chiang Mai. And then after that, we went to Tiger Kingdom, which is something I really wanted to do after seeing Sophia's profile picture. So we went to Tiger Kingdom, and they just have tons of tigers, and you have a Thai man take you into the cage, and you can pet the tiger. And I was absolutely terrified. I was sweating, and Sophia kept yelling at me to hug the tiger. She told me I wasn't a white unless I hugged the tiger. And I gave it a little love tap, but I was too scared to hug it. But we got a lot of good pictures, and it was a really cool experience. Just not something you get to do every day. And then, let's see, after that, we came back and we went to, Sophia wanted to go bungee jumping. And I actually really wanted to go too, but I hurt my back a few weeks ago, so I couldn't go bungee jumping. But I was there for moral support for Sophia. So we went we went bungee jumping that afternoon, and she jumped from a 50 meters high. And we were with a group. Sophia was definitely the youngest to bungee jump, and there was grown men screaming their heads off as they swung down from the bungee jump. Frenchmen, Canadian men, all sorts of people.
They were also jumping with GoPros, which was hilarious.
Yeah, there were several that had, and one guy was holding it, and the other guy had it on his head. So that was a pretty cool experience, and I don't know, what did it feel like? So,
it felt like falling.
Free falling?
Yeah, free falling. With the song, exactly. But I don't know. So to get up there, you take like an elevator, and you can see yourself rising up. So
It's like a cage with
It's
no
like-
sides.
yeah, I mean, like, there's no way you can't know how high you're up.
They said they're certified, so I don't know. Hopefully.
My feet were tied together really tight. I lost circulation in my feet, and I had to hop to get off. So I'm over the edge, and the guy's like, turn around. And I was like, trying to smile for the picture. And then he's like, on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. And I'm like, no. And they did it again, and I finally went. But it was like, I don't know, it was free falling for like 2 seconds probably. It felt like longer. And I was like, we were bungee jumping above the lake. So like I'd get like close to the water and then back up. And it was fun. I think I lost a little bit of hearing because all the blood was rushing to my head, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was good. So
I was
then
laughing a lot.
that night, gosh, where did we do that night?
Oh, where did we have the night?
The market.
No, we didn't go to the market that night. I think we just had
Street food. Yeah, there's a ton of street food around where Sophia lived in Chiang Mai,
Mhm.
and it was, I mean, super cheap. Like we ate for $3 every time, and you got
great.
fruit, meat, rice, a drink, everything. So it was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that was Monday.
And then going on to Wednesday. Tuesday. Oh, man. Tuesday was pretty cool. I don't know why I tried to skip that day.
Don't skip it.
Yeah, I don't want to skip it. Oh, we tried to plan our... Never mind. Okay, anyway, so Tuesday, let's see, I'm trying to remember. Okay, so we did a Thai cooking class, and it was from 6:30 to, no,
9.
9. Wow, why did I say 6:30? It was 9. So it was from like 9 to 2, and originally, this is Thailand, you know, like, you just gotta go with the flow, because our plans, it's Thailand, hashtag, you know, you guys should start hashtagging this is Thailand, if you're in Thailand, but you're not. That's okay. Anyway, but so what happens? We're gonna do elephants. Thai cooking, and then we're gonna go ride elephants. So the cooking class got done around 2, and we had like a fun group. I think everyone was different. We had a French couple. Well, actually, they weren't a couple,
But
two French people. A dad and his son from Israel.
And they were there celebrating the son's bar mitzvah.
That was pretty cool. 2 from Scotland. I love their accent. And then two
ladies from Hong Kong. Hilarious. They were so great.
They were great. It was a fun
good
cooking
group.
class. Yeah.
And we got in their group by accident, and it ended up being probably the best.
It was.
decision.
And we had the best like teacher.
We became good friends.
Yeah, it was good. But like they took us to the market, and then we made spring rolls,
Cow soy.
cow soy.
It's like the coconut thing.
Oh yeah, coconut
Do you have
milk
my
with
cookbook?
chicken. Yeah, but I mean, it's-
Cool.
yeah, we got a
So we
cookbook
can
too,
cook.
so that's pretty. We can pretend we can cook.
Half cook.
Half. But surprisingly, a lot of their food here has a lot of sugar, which is really funny because it's actually probably not that healthy, but it tastes really good still. So it was just a fun class.
Oh, they took us to the market too to look at all the different foods. So we bought some of the food for what we were going to be cooking, but they were explaining to us all the different vegetables and fruits and stuff like that. So that was neat to see and experience their market and all the animals and fish
and little fish
around.
that they have like the heels that are swimming around. See, it's interesting. Very interesting. But so then we had that till 2, and we actually couldn't make it to the elephant riding because there was like really bad construction and it was an hour away. So we didn't go elephant riding, but instead we stayed in the old city, and so like downtown Chiang Mai pretty much, and we got oil massages, which was definitely hilarious because they were
It's
very
an experience.
It was
Get one when you go to Thailand.
Yeah, if you guys go to Thailand, definitely get an oil massage. It's very interesting. That's all I gotta say. And then we got fish pedicures, so like all these little fish are just eating at your feet.
That felt
kind of
weird.
gross.
That felt weird. Just biting the dead skin off of your feet.
Gross. But it feels really good and it kind of works. So that was fabulous. And then we went back and I want to take Raquel to the bazaar, but I also want to say bye to some people. And so we had coffee at this cute little cabin place with Joe, one of the girls who was on teen, like the program with me. And there's probably like 4 people left. Like, there really wasn't anyone left from our program. So we had coffee with Joe, and then we ended up going to the night bazaar for
In the old city?
Yeah, in the old city.
Like 8:30.
Yeah,
Something or 9.
yeah. So I think we got a lot of shopping done there too. So yeah, it was a lot of fun, and then we just hurried up and packed because we had to leave early Wednesday morning.
Yeah. So then Wednesday morning, our ride came at 8 o'clock to pick us up, which was Pakai, one of the guys from Sophia's program, or the guy who helped coordinate events at Sophia's program.
Yeah.
He picked us up at 8 and let us stop and get one last street food and some coffee. And then we got to the airport to fly off to Bangkok. And we got into Bangkok about 11:30 a.m. And then we had to take like 3 different bus systems to meet up with our friend Rachel, who we stayed with in Bangkok. And she's actually an English teacher in Bangkok. And we've known Rachel, I've known Rachel since I was like 2. So just longtime family friend. So we didn't get to Rachel's till about 2 p.m. after going through all the trains and figuring out where we needed to go and how to get on the trains.
Yes.
And it worked out. It worked out pretty well.
It was
kind of cool. We felt very experienced after, very
Cultured.
knowledgeable, very
Yeah.
cultured. Yes.
It was on our bucket list to do SkyTrain.
Yes.
That's
We did
pretty cool.
We had to do the SkyTrain. And then what else did we do? Wednesday was quite the interesting day. Our first experience in downtown Bangkok. So after we dropped our stuff off at Rachel's, she went back to school, and we had the rest of the day just to explore the city and
See
we
beautiful
learned that-
Bangkok.
Yeah, it's very different culture from Chiang Mai. I think we got gypped like 2 or 3 times that day. We did take a riverboat cruise down the canal.
Yes.
And then
Some random
saw some
drives. Oh my gosh.
saw some random temples
And a silk shop.
and then we didn't get home till I don't know, probably 6:30 or so.
Yeah, it was later.
It took us like an hour in the taxi to get home because of all the traffic, which it would usually be like a 10 to 15 minute drive.
Yeah.
But anyways, we definitely experienced Bangkok and just the touristy portion where they try to get you and they try to make you overpay for everything, and they just drive you around in circles in the tuk-tuk and try to get your money. So we can say we officially experienced that, and we learned our lesson very quickly.
Yes, I would have to say, after 7.5 weeks of being in Thailand, I felt like a tourist for the first time because we got scammed and we're like, wow, what a tourist move.
Yeah. But anyways, our night got better after that because then we went to this restaurant with Rachel, and I can't even remember what it was called.
Tree?
No. Before that, we went to this restaurant. It was like authentic Thai food in downtown, in Siam. So it's in Siam Central.
Papaya. That one? Papaya.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah, with the fish. Sorry.
Yeah, we had a fish dish, and
So good.
yeah, it was delicious. And I had my first coconut water drink, and it was.
How was that, Rika? How was the coconut?
It was all right. I think I had 3 sips.
And it was a huge coconut. Like, it was.
It was huge. Yep. So then after that, pretty big. Rachel showed us the mall scene because malls are huge over in Bangkok, and they were absolutely gorgeous. So we walked around some of the malls for a bit, and then we went to. There's a lot of sky bars in Bangkok as well, so we went to the sky bar, and it was absolutely gorgeous. It was Banyan Tree Sky Bar of Bangkok. And we just sat out there for like 2 or 3 hours on the top of the building, and you could see all the lights of the city, and it was gorgeous. And then we got back to Rachel's and went to bed.
Yeah. And then, okay, so Thursday, we got to sleep in till like 10. Rachel, again, had school, so we were just on our own that day. But we walked around, like, the neighborhood, I guess, like the streets right around where Rachel lives. And we just got street food, and we ended up coming across a random market, which was pretty cool. Again, they had really weird, like, fish and eels that were just everywhere, and you're like, okay, well, there's living creatures here, okay. All right. So that was really interesting. And then after that, we decided to go see all the main attractions in Bangkok. So we went to Wat Po. And first of all, when we went to go get the taxi driver, we're like, we're gonna go to the Siam Museum because we heard that, you know, it was free, so like may as well, you know, get a little cultured with the history. And the driver had no clue.
No clue.
He had no clue where
Showed
it
him
was.
on a map.
It
Still
was
had
in
no
Thai.
clue.
Like,
Still had no clue.
no. So we're just like, Wapo. And he's like, oh, Wapo. And we're like, yes. Yes. I think they speak worse English. I don't think Chiang Mai knows a lot more English than Bangkok.
Surprisingly, yeah.
A little more. But we got to Wat Po, and that was the
Reclining Buddha.
So we
the
got
big long Buddha.
Yeah. You'll probably see some pictures because it's
Most definitely.
pretty big. That was a lot of fun. We forgot to wear skirts and t-shirts, so whenever we went to the temples, we had to get skirts and t-shirts. But so that was our first Wat Po, and then we went to the Grand Palace, which holds the Emerald Buddha, which is actually a lot smaller than what we thought it was gonna be. We walked in, and we're like, all right, let's go find the Emerald Buddha, and then we're like, oh wait, I think that one's it. It's like small,
Tiny.
I mean, compared to most other Buddhas, it's small.
Reclining Buddha's a giant.
It's really big. Yeah. But we also met an interesting fellow. When we were at the Grand Palace, we were just in line, and he heard us talking in English or something like that.
Yep.
And he turned around, and he's like, "Hey!" So we started talking. He's like, "Mind if I just hang out with you guys for the day?" And we're like, "Yeah, we don't care." He was, I don't know, what was he there for? He was
just touring.
Yeah,
just on vacation. Yeah, we've been in Israel for a little bit, and then came over to Thailand. So we hung. It was from Boston, so we hung out with Andy all day.
It was so fun. And we also talked with some Argentines.
Oh, yes.
Because we thought it'd be funny to practice our Spanish, and so we did. And then they overheard us, and they turned around, and Raquel's like, oh, you speak Spanish? So we were speaking Spanish. That was pretty cool.
Speaking Spanish in Thailand.
Yeah. So we spent a long time at the Grand Palace. It's beautiful. The temples are
gorgeous.
The structures are different than in Chiang Mai temples. They're more like detailed, like more decorated, and it's like really, really, really pretty. But then after the temple, we walked back to to Rachel's place, and it took us 2 hours. 2 hours to get back.
Like 8 miles. We didn't realize it.
Andy was
like,
yeah,
walking and talking.
It's like, let's walk back. And we're like, okay. And we actually ended up cutting it really close because we were wanting to go to dinner that night with Rachel. Riverboat cruise. We didn't make it on time. That was a whole fiasco on its own because Thailand has really interesting transportation. You don't really know where you're going or what you're doing. Did you want to say something?
Well, I forgot. We forgot to mention the motorcycle taxis.
We did.
Oh, those were the best. I think my favorite form of transportation while we were there.
Sungtaos were pretty cool too.
Sungtaos are cool, but motorcycle taxi, you're on the back of a motorcycle with some Thai guy, and he's Thai guy like this, and he's winding through traffic, and I mean, it's pretty
exhilarating. Exhilarating. Yes, that's
last though. We did it twice.
Yeah,
my favorite.
It was so good. It was scary, but it was good.
Yeah,
it was good.
Yeah.
So we ended up actually going to a fish restaurant, right? We didn't get to go on the cruise because we were late.
Seafood, right.
So we got seafood.
And that was delicious. I mean, it's open.
We met Elodie too.
Yep. And we met one of Rachel's good friends. Her name was Elodie. Mm-hmm. Super sweet. Yeah. Super talkative and outgoing. And she was actually the one that told us about this place to go to dinner. So she met us there after her yoga class.
Yeah. She does yoga. She's foreign. She's French, but she sounds American.
Speaks perfect English, perfect French. Speaks some Thai.
She's really good at accents. I'm just like, way to go, so good. So she's fabulous. Very interesting girl, or woman. She's older.
Older than you.
Older than me. I mean, she's not old. Never mind. You know what? You take the next day. You do the next day.
Okay. Anyways, so let's see what's next. Friday. So Friday was the day we finally got to do our elephant ride. So we left at about 6:30 in the morning, and the taxi came and picked us up, or the shuttle bus, and didn't get there till like 7:15. And we drove about an hour and a half outside the city, and we rode elephants, and then that was cool. We weren't bareback, which is what we were wanting to do, but we were in like a little seat thing, so It was so good. We still got pictures of the elephants, got to ride the elephants.
Yeah, fed it bananas.
Fed it bananas, yeah, exactly.
And Raquel actually touched it. I didn't. I when Raquel didn't want to touch the tiger, I don't want to touch the elephant. We're opposites in that way.
So then after that, we went to this floating market, so which is what we heard we need to do, floating market. And so basically you go, and they put you in these long boats, and you go through this little river, and there's people selling things on either side, selling food or selling little touristy gadgets.
Yeah.
So
like trinkets,
we didn't buy anything except for we bought coconut ice cream, which was
good.
really good. So we bought this guy had a little boat, and he was selling coconut ice cream. So we got some of that.
At first we were skeptical because coconut water is disgusting.
Yeah, and coconut water's not that good, but the coconut ice cream's amazing.
It's so good.
So, and then anyways, when we got off the boat, we had some time spare just to walk around, and there was these snakes, these two people holding snakes, and you could take a picture with the snake. So Sophie and I were like, yeah, let's get one. So they put the snake around us, and it was this huge, I don't even know what kind of snake it was.
So
huge
snake,
and I had to hold its head, and it kept turning. We held it with both hands, and the head kept turning and trying to, like, I think smell or lick my hand or something, and I was freaking out. So the guy had to keep pushing its head back, and so I kept pushing the head this way towards Sophia, and Sophia like
I was just kind of like, it's good face, it's near my face,
minor freak out.
Okay.
But anyways, that was a really cool experience that we got to ride and pet elephants and hold a snake all the same day. So that was really neat. Yeah.
Go white girls.
So after that, we came back to Rachel's condo, and we laid out. She's got a pool up on 11th floor. So we laid out there. And by the way, Rachel lives on the 33rd floor, so the pool's down further.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to go lay out at the pool, and we just waited for Rachel to get back. Yeah, it was nice and relaxing, perfect breeze. I mean, or you can look out and see the whole Bangkok city. She lives right in the middle of downtown. And then we waited for Rachel to get home, and then that night we finally got to go on the riverboat cruise. So this Sophia, Rachel, and then the new friend Elodie and I all went on the dinner cruise that night, and it was buffet.
2 hours?
It was 2 hour cruise.
Oh,
yep,
such great
down the
food.
canal, so you get to see the temples all lit up at night. The food was delicious. We did kind of karaoke. It wasn't supposed to be karaoke, but Sophie and I got called up to sing a couple times. So we ended up singing
like Chicago
Chicago
girls.
Chicago girls. What did we sing? We sang
it was ABBA.
I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston.
And what was
Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia.
Yep. They had a lot of good songs, so we were up there dancing a lot of the time. We turned into karaoke. It wasn't supposed to be karaoke, but in Waka Waka. Anyway, so that was, what did we do after that? I think that was it.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, we didn't go anywhere else after that.
Yeah.
So, that was Friday. And then Saturday, our last full day in Bangkok, in Thailand, actually. We woke up, it was like 10, maybe 11. We slept in. We're like, yeah. And we had brunch with Rachel and Elodie, which was really cute. It was like a really small cafe, which is what I love. I was like, this is Chiang Mai all over again. So I loved it. So we had brunch, and then we went to this big market called the Chatuchak Market, and
huge.
You
get lost in that thing, and there's all these little booths set up, and you can get food, you can get clothes, you can get little trinkets,
you can get little animals.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We walked through the animal section. You can buy like totally illegal, like monkeys,
sugar gliders,
turtles,
toucans,
sugar gliders. And there's all these different like dogs and cats and like
dogs are so cute.
Insects and snakes and stuff that you can buy, and they were so cute to look at, but it was so sad. They were all stuffed in this little area. So
but so like they had like those sections, and then
best purchase of the trip probably.
Almost.
Mama, a shout out to you.
Mother, we got this just for you. I don't know if you can see it well.
Starbucks. It's a Starbucks tank top, in case you can't see it. So expect both of us white girls to be wearing this when we're out in Peoria. Get ready. Or Purdue. Or West Lafayette. Forgot.
Or wherever, around the world.
Anywhere.
Yeah, it was good. So, it was just a fun time at the market, chilling. And then we went to the Jim Thompson houses, and it's this American man who had renovated these like Thai houses, and so we just got to tour and take pictures outside. It was, I don't know, it was really pretty.
Garden, just very all traditional Thai architecture, and he had brought in a bunch of vases and decorations from China and Burma. And so that was really neat. It was beautiful. It was absolutely gorgeous. And he actually started, he made the Thai silk industry expand internationally. So he brought it to the U.S. So yeah. So that was really neat to see. And it's interesting. He just disappeared back in 1967 in Cambodia on vacation. He just disappeared. He went for a walk one morning, never came back. So they actually have no idea what happened to him, but he still has this legacy that he left behind of the silk and then all these houses that he redesigned. He brought 6 houses together into Bangkok and just completely redesigned them, but still Thai architecture. So
it was very really interesting. Neat. It was cool. And then I think after that we just had like street food, coffee. Did a little bit more shopping. Got some of our favorite Thai food. I had to get mango sticky rice one last time. So good. And we got these went to like a supermarket kind of thing, and we got like this very Thai candy thing, and it's called like
tamarind. Yeah.
So it's a fruit, but it's like dried fruit.
We eat it like spicy, which is interesting.
Yeah.
It's a dessert. It's candy.
Yeah, it's really good though.
Yeah.
I loved it. I think it was so good.
Yeah.
I'm really glad Rachel showed us it because I looked at it and I'd be like, that doesn't look very good. Sorry for my face. Time to make it a little bit more pretty. Anyway, so we stayed up. We came back at around like what, 10:30?
Like 10. We got back to Rachel's at 10 p.m.
And we showered and packed and left by around 11:30.
Yep. To get
to the airport, which I mean took like what, half an hour maybe, something like that.
Yeah.
And so we get to the airport, and we left at 3 to come to Abu Dhabi, which is where we are now.
Sitting in the airport.
Looking at this beautiful view of pavement and tree. I mean, not
desert.
trees. Plains.
And there's some desert out there. It's all desert.
Is
wish
that
we
a
had some
desert?
time to explore, but
It's kind of, yeah.
What can you do?
You know, I just want to walk out next to the plane, just look at it. So we've just been chilling. I think it's cold on the plane, so we're wearing like scarves and long sleeves. It's really cold. It's really cold. And our flight to Chicago is supposed to be really, really full. So we'll see how that goes because we have middle seats.
12-hour flight.
They take really good care of us though.
Yeah.
When do you leave though? Is it like
9:45.
Like 9:45.
We'll get home by like 3:30 p.m. Chicago time on Sunday, July 27th. Happy birthday, Allie. Sorry.
She had to say that. If Allie watches
Had to give her a shout out.
But yeah, Raquel noticed this that so we leave Sunday in Thailand at 3 in the morning or left, and we'll arrive in Chicago around 3 p.m. Crazy.
So 12 hours, but really still 24-hour travel time because the 12-hour time change.
Yeah.
So. Crazy stuff.
But Raquel and I are craving Wendy's right now.
I love a Frosty with some spicy nuggets and some fries.
Spicy nuggets.
Spicy nuggets.
So we'll see how the flight goes.
Yeah.
Should be fine. We have movies. We can talk to each other. We can pretend we like each other. Yeah, we go.
Anyways, it's been a great experience. It's been a really good last week trip for me, and I've loved getting to meet Sophia's friends and just see what she's experienced the last 2 months. So,
yeah, I think I got to meet like almost all the Thai roommates.
Yeah,
you didn't really get to meet that many American.
No, they're all gone.
Yeah. At least none that I knew.
Yeah.
So,
but
and you said it wasn't too bad of a culture shock.
No, I mean it's very different from anything I've ever experienced, and totally different from Europe or South America, but it was awesome. I loved it.
I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss Chiang Mai.
You're a great host.
I know.
And Rachel. Shout out to Rachel.
Rachel did great. She's fabulous. Yeah. So yeah, that was pretty much our
nutshell.
In a nutshell, I mean, kind of nutshell because it's like half an hour of us talking.
You stuck
But
through this. That's awesome.
yeah, I mean, way to go for you to listen to us talk on and on, and you're just like,
Okay.
So yeah, did you want to
All
close?
right. Oh yes. So then we just had a memory verse here, or this is my memory verse that I've been memorizing with my grandpa. So Psalm 62:8. Trust in Him at all times, you people. Pour out your heart before Him. God is a refuge for us. So, I mean, we really did depend on God this trip and just trust that He was going to take care of us, and that we wanted to be used for Him when we were in Thailand, and give it over completely to Him. So it's been a good experience, and just knowing that He's there, and He's there to take care of us and provide for us. So, and our family and friends back home too. So,
Seeing all y'all soon. Okay, all right.
doses.
See y'all later. Okay, let's turn that off.